I know how hard it can be to find time for your art during the busy holidays. Between family visits, festive parties, and endless to-do lists, creativity can easily take a backseat. So let's put our big projects aside and give ourselves a fun and simple challenge. Let's fill a sketchbook page with some winter-themed doodles, and I'm going to show you 100 from big to small, some snowflakes, cozy cabins, winter critters, and more. The best thing about a doodle challenge like this is that you can pick up your sketchbook anytime, whether you have 5 minutes or an hour, and let your creativity flow in between holiday activities. Little moments like these can help keep your artistic spirit alive no matter how busy life gets. So grab a warm drink or a sketchbook, get cozy, and let's dive into the pages of my holiday-inspired winter wonderland. You can paint along and definitely share with your loved ones who enjoy drawing and need a little break. I'm working in one of my favorite square sketchbooks from Etcher, hot pressed, very smooth, excellent for watercolor and ink, and my Sakura Micron pens, but really any pen or marker and any paper of your choice will work. So let's get started. So let's start with something very small, a tiny pine tree in the center of the left page. And then I'll add a small poinsettia flower. I've done so many of these in watercolor over the past few weeks. Now it's just a quick, tiny version. And I will also do a snowman right next to it. In the background, you can see the chickadee I started painting already, but I'm patiently waiting for the next week when my kids go back to school and I have enough time to focus for a few hours and finish this properly, so you can be on the lookout for that watercolor tutorial very soon. For now, I will keep moving around my page, moving left to right because I'm left-handed. I'm gonna add a mug, maybe a letter for Santa, and a candy cane. I'm starting to work on the mittens and I'm playing with different pen tips. So I have a very thin 005 tip and a slightly larger 03 and 08. Having a variety of different tips and the thickness in your strokes adds a lot of visual interest. So for these tiny sketches, I highly recommend getting a set. And if you're into these ink pens, mine are from Sakura, get at least 2 or maybe even 5 different sizes and see what kind of lines you can come up with. I've added a snowflake, a bow, and some Christmas lights, and now it's time to get a little bit more detailed. I want to draw a cozy sweater and add as much detail as possible here. And then after I'm done with the sweater, maybe even a tiny gingerbread man. So far I'm freehanding everything, but as I start getting into more complex shapes, I will draw the outlines with the pencil first. For now, I'm still warming up, and in this session, I was able to actually draw for 30 minutes straight while my husband took the kids tobogganing, whereas before I had to steal 5 or 10 minutes at a time in between cooking and family visits. So on this day, I went all out and added a gingerbread house, a little wreath, and even a bunch of animals like a reindeer, squirrel, and a rabbit. We painted a very realistic, very detailed squirrel together on this channel just a few weeks ago. So I'm just following the same shape, but this time it takes only a few minutes. And of course, I'll add a few holiday ornaments before moving on to the next page. Here I'm going to use my lens cap and draw a larger circle. This will be my wreath, and I just did a really large, very complex watercolor wreath composition that you can check out in the previous video on my channel. That took many days to paint and lots of different layers of color. So this is just a mini version. Very quick, very simple. I'm just playing with lights and darks, improvising all these pine needles and the 3 main poinsettia flowers in the center. I didn't set a specific style for myself here, so I thought it might be fun to switch to folk art for a while and create some more decorative silhouettes like this bird and a fox, a sun and the moon, and maybe a few organic shapes just to fill up the space. And then I kind of want to go back to more traditional illustration, doing a cozy house with lots of windows and snow. I also want a Santa's hat and an ice cream cone, and maybe a cat and a dog playing in the snow. You will find the more you do this, the more confident you will feel about creating extra definition and adding more complexity to your doodles. For example, here I drew another candy cane, and this time I was able to add so much more detail compared to the one I did on the first page. I've added a bow and extra shading. What I really want to illustrate here is that the more we do something, the better we get at it. You can always see some good progress, even on such small scale, from one page to the next, and I feel a lot more confidence in my strokes at this stage, and that's what I always tell my watercolor students. We get better with every stroke. The key is just to sit down, relax, and explore the medium. Progress is sort of inevitable the more you work on something. Now I'm going to add a sleigh, a mistletoe, and a bunch of pine cones in the center of my page spread. I also want to draw some sort of festive drink with lots of decorations. Maybe a larger, much more detailed pine cone with some pine needles in the background. And we are more than halfway through. I drew close to 70 tiny objects by this time, and now I really want to go back to drawing animals. Let me show you what I did here. I sketched out a sleeping fox, a bear with a scarf, a little bit more illustrative style, and another reindeer. I really do enjoy this silhouette, and I've tried different variations so far. Now, when the reindeer is done, I also want to do a penguin, and we can't not have a penguin after all. This is a winter doodle. And let's add a very beautiful antique clock. The time shows almost midnight, and I'm going to decorate it with some intricate designs. On the final day of my sketching challenge, I decided to explore the theme of tiny winter houses. And I really got into it, creating even more detailed doodles. I filled up one corner of my page with some stylized gingerbread-looking houses and added some matching doodles using a thicker pen for contrast. These were so much fun. On the opposite page, I switched again to a more classic illustration style, drawing a snowed-in cabin with pine trees in the background. By then, my page spread was almost full, so I just improvised to finish it off, adding a dozen or so tiny doodles, including pine branches, Christmas ornaments, and lots of folk art designs. It was such a satisfying way to wrap up this creative challenge. Now, I feel inspired to go back to my bigger compositions right after the holidays, and we will be painting this big watercolor featuring holly leaves and 3 beautiful birds together. Doing this sketchbook challenge taught me that even small doodles can spark big ideas, strengthen your skills, and bring a sense of calm and joy during hectic times. As we turn the page to a new year, I want to wish all of you a happy and creative 2025. I hope this video inspires you to carve out moments for art, even during your busiest seasons. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's all about showing up, letting your creativity flow, and enjoying the process. Here's to another year of finding joy in the little things and filling our sketchbooks with wonder. Thank you as always for watching and painting with me. I will see you soon.